If you want them gone, you have to take what they control. Street by street, gang by gang, tower by tower. You have to destroy them from the ground up. You need a returning king.
Min bror sitter på fullt med stick som en kaktus. Kokainet här väcker upp det som en kall dusch. Till 24 mannen inte som en nattbuss. Fett stark hasch, du kan åka på en halv fluss. Aina skicka agent, de tror James Bond. Mannen obsen har mens, de behöver tampong. Och det är ingen abonnent och du råkar vara broke. Och oj, det luktar bränt, vem blev smoke? Andas lite grann, tar din luft som en ballong. Mannen som en sportman, kokainet den är strong. Bara kontant, ingen swish eller sånt. Lite inte på någon bank, docka i en skokartong. Jag hade på mig bandana black hoodie. Min bror är 1000 gubbe, inte 100. Du blir lämnad med ett hål som en donut. Ugly money med mina fucking pengar, de fick en glow up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Grit Street. Today, we're diving into the complex web of London's top boys of history. We're talking about the top 5 most notorious crime families, their rise to power, and their ultimate downfall. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's get into it. Starting off our list, we have the Palmer family. John Goldfinger Palmer was the mastermind behind this operation. He started off small, melting down gold and selling it, which earned him his nickname. But his real claim to fame was his involvement in the Brinks Mat robbery in 1983. A staggering £26 million worth of gold was stolen, and Palmer was suspected of smelting the gold, which, taking into account inflation, would be worth over £112 million today. Although he was never convicted for this, he did serve time for timeshare fraud in Tenerife. His life came to a mysterious end in 2015 when he was found shot dead in his garden. The case remains unsolved, adding another layer of mystery to his already enigmatic life. Next up, we have the Richardson gang. Charlie and Eddie Richardson were the brains behind this operation. They started off with scrap metal dealing and moved into more lucrative ventures like fraud and protection rackets. Their rise to power was marked by their brutal methods of enforcement. Imagine having your teeth pulled out just for crossing them. They were the main rivals to the Kray Twins, and the tension between these two groups was palpable. The Richardson gang met their downfall when they were arrested and convicted in the late 60s. Both brothers served long sentences, effectively putting an end to their reign of terror. Coming in at number 3 is the Arif family. Originating from Turkey, this family has been involved in organized crime since the 90s. They've been linked to drug trafficking, illegal gambling, and even loan sharking. One of their most high-profile involvements was in Operation Trident, a police investigation aimed at gun crime in London's black communities. While the operation led to multiple arrests, the Arif family managed to continue their operations, making them one of the most elusive crime families in London. Now, let's talk about the Adams family, also known as the A-Team. Led by Terry Adams, this family rose to prominence in the 70s and 80s. They started off with armed robbery and quickly moved into drug trafficking, specifically importing large quantities of heroin and cocaine into the UK. Terry Adams was considered the British Godfather, a man who ruled London's underworld for decades. His arrest in 2007 for money laundering was a significant blow to the family, but rumors suggest they are still active, making them one of the most enduring crime families in London's history. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the most notorious of them all, the Kray Twins. Reggie and Ronnie Kray were born in the East End of London, and they quickly rose through the ranks of the criminal underworld. They owned a nightclub, the Esmeralda's Bon, where celebrities like Frank Sinatra would hang out. But behind the scenes, They were involved in a series of violent crimes. Ronnie Kray's murder of George Cornell in the Blind Beggar pub was particularly shocking. He killed Cornell in cold blood just for insulting him. Reggie was equally ruthless. His murder of Jack the Hat McVitie was over an unpaid debt of £1,000. Their empire came crashing down in 1968 when they were arrested and convicted of murder, ending their reign of terror. So there you have it. A deep dive into London's most notorious crime families. If you found this video intriguing, smash that like button and share it with your friends. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. Before we wrap up, let's give a shout out to some other notorious figures and families that didn't make our top 5 but are worth mentioning. The Brindle family. Known for their involvement in the drug trade, particularly heroin, they were a force to be reckoned with in the 90s. Several family members have been arrested, but their influence is still felt today. The Hoxton Gang. Active during the same era as the Krays and the Richardsons, the Hoxton Gang was involved in robbery and fraud. They were known for their elaborate schemes, including counterfeit money operations. Freddie Foreman. A contemporary of the Krays, Foreman was involved in multiple armed robberies and was even implicated in disposing of the bodies for the Krays. He served time in prison and later became a published author. And that's a wrap, folks. We've covered the top 5 most notorious crime families in London and even threw in some notable mentions. If you found this video fascinating, hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you would like us to do dedicated episodes, diving into the life of these families, comment and let us know. For more content like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.